Dinos, dun, dun, Dinos. Do, do, do. Oh, my goodness. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. The question on my mind, maybe on some of yours, did I finally find maybe the best thing, the best early creature or the best late game creature, whatever it is. I made a video specifically on the Jadelight Spelunker here, but I'll go into it, an overview of the deck for anybody that is new. I pretty much only play dinosaurs, dabbling into Age of Empires now a wee bit, but still love this. Play it pretty much every day. Every day on my phone at the very least, demolishing opponents consistently, at least consistently enough for me. I would hope that some of you guys try it out and you learn what I learn, you see what I see, and it goes well. Let's see how close I got. Well, that's nope. Nah, close enough. I'll leave it there for tonight. Guess I have to turn it off. All right, into the action. Jadelight Spelunker. Lovely. I want a creature that blocks early. Good. I want to spend all the mana I have whenever I have it to explore. What is explore? We reveal the top card. We put that card into our hand if it's a land, so this could be nice card advantage, just draw through a bunch of lands that I don't need, because that certainly does happen pretty quick and in a pretty darn surprising way. Assembling a couple Sunken Citadels, a Castle Garenbrig, all of a sudden you're making 6, 7, 8 mana and you don't need anything else. So later on the Jadelight Spelunker, maybe drawing some of those lands that were, on the top, you get through it. And you dig, and you get to the other stuff. And this can be a very big creature itself. If we do 5 for X or 6 for X, so that is going to be lovely. Just play it at any point. Boom. Now, could some other creature be better? Some other Hydra? A creature that has a cost of X? Maybe. But I think for what this specifically does, what I'm hoping for it to do, to dig closer, to find the things, I think it's going to be better than a Hydra. I might try them out, switching it back and forth. Some of the Hydras that require maybe 1 green, or the Goose Mother could be a potential option. Although the blue, it's not too difficult. I mean, Culling Ritual, that's never a problem needing the black. So the Goose Mother could be something. Hydroid Crassus, that would be quite nice indeed, I think. We'll see, but those are less necessary. This is definitely going to be more useful for what it does for me, and I just realized I didn't even move the chat over. Bear with me 1 second, we'll leave it there. I knew something was looking different. Only take 1 second to connect. Dum, dum, dum. Bum, bum. Dum, dum. Rolling. Okay, good stuff. Move it over to my secondary monitor. It did kind of look a little bit weird to me. There was a lot of space and suddenly it clued in. I missed the chat window. All right. Yeah, the game plan is the same, continues to be. Basically nothing has changed. Okay, yeah, basically nothing has changed other than that Jadelight Spelunker there. Perfect, lovely stuff. Ulvenwald Hydra continues to be quite nice as well. I might switch out Blast Zone, maybe for something super duper specific. I haven't really been bringing it in. Culling Ritual seems to destroy enough stuff, the small stuff, as Blast Zone would do. So whatever would move Blast Zone out of the way. I don't know. There's lots of potential options, especially if I can safely and consistently make the single black needed for Culling Ritual. But I say we jump into it. I am working on a overall primer for the deck. I want to get it absolutely locked in, at least for the moment. Finding that early play, Jadelight Spelunker. If it does turn out to be, I'll maybe finally pull the trigger and do it for the deck, or possibly just do a overall video about it, the ins and outs, everything I can possibly think of, all the different points, and maybe have a section where, oh, here are some options. Preference wise, you might like to use Jadelight Spelunker, Arboreal Grazer, Blossoming Tortoise, any number of switching things, but at the very least for me, I feel like there is definitely a core of what the deck wants to do. Longar Monkey, huh? I think it's going to be... I could make it work. Yorion Sky Nomad does make me think that it could be Azorius Control. Certainly could be a lot better. If I had 2 communes, I'd do it. Oh, wow, that is infinitely better. Now the question becomes, Jadelights... get the Splunk. Eventually I'll get the Spelunker down there. Good. It wasn't good, and then it got the best it could possibly be. But Rootbound Craig, that is odd. Makes me wonder. Naya tokens, perhaps. Huh. Oh, 5-color Yorion enchantments, potentially. That could be problematic for sure. Let's see what Commune digs up. Cavern of Souls, no, don't need it, no. Tyrranax Rex is probably going to be our best bet, I would imagine. Play the Jadelight Spelunker coming up. Interesting, I got another one. I was kind of wondering, did I play that? Did I keep it? I had a brain fart. Oh, well, there you go. Sometimes you just draw another one. I'm not going to play the Jadelight Spelunker. I don't want them to go with, you-know-what, Leyline Binding for a single white. 1 mana. Because they do have Nylea's Presence. That land is every basic land type. So, Leyline Binding costs only 1. That. It could be devastating. It would be devastating if I wasn't about to drop a Tyrranax Rex on their face and kill them. You don't have an extra 4, bud. Your Leyline Binding is doing nothing. Now we do have to worry about Fires of Invention, of course. That is not a pretty sight. But if Tyrranax Rex lives, I can go Regisaur plus Ghalta next turn, making a total of 7. Well, more than 7, 8. At the very least, we got a good chance. If they sweep, I'm fine with that. If they play Fires of Invention plus a sweeper, which could be a very real possibility, that's perfectly okay. We've got Regisaur. It's going to be good. Okay. That's alright. That's alright. They basically take their entire turn off. A Leyline Binding for 5 is pretty darn decent. I mean, hopefully they don't have another one. They could sacrifice that treasure to make a white, but well, I'll cross my fingers. They don't have counter spells. I really wish I had up the beanstalk right now. Yeah, we'll go with Regisaur Alpha. We'll play as much as we possibly can. Now I could maybe go Ulvenwald Hydra instead to draw out the Leyline Binding that they might have in their hand. 3, 2, 2. That's good. See, look at this. I get to use up the little bit of mana, search for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, keep it on the top, and attack him. Well, if Regisaur Alpha sticks around, everybody would have haste next turn and we would kill them. But I do expect a sweeper or enigmatic incarnation is coming up. At the beginning of their end step, they can sacrifice an enchantment and then search their... Okay, well, I have faced this deck before. Now the question becomes, what creature are they going to steal, kill? It's going to be bad. Agent of Treachery to maybe steal Regisaur Alpha or something like that. Ooh. If they don't do anything to Regisaur, we would get him. It's been a long time since I faced this deck. Back to Nature, the classic, fantastic instant. Excuse me. I'm drinking some coconut pineapple fizzy water. But back to nature. 1 in the green, instant speed. Destroy all enchantments. I loved that. Man, that's okay. You're getting rid of Regisaur. That is painful. I mean, we're not done for yet. We just don't have a lot of enchantment destruction. Ooh. We're going to try our best. Just play this thing, get the other Ghalta down, Ulvenwald Hydra, get a ton of bodies, and hope we can get the job done. It's alright. We'll grab one of those Surveil lands, which proved to be fantastic. When I have all the lands I need and an Ulvenwald enters, at the very least, I get to Surveil, I get to see if there's something on top that I want to keep on top, and certainly I want that to be Carnage Tyrant. That's going to be nice. Don't have to worry about them easily paying the ward 4 cost like they do for Tyrranax Rex there. It's just straight up, you can't target it at all with hexproof. I love it. Oh, you're dead. Good.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
I was thinking that might be the case, but we have to be aware. They could be bringing in some sweepers. They definitely could be bringing in some sweepers. Do I like Culling Ritual? Perhaps. Taking out portable holes to treasure. Nah. And possibly they're up the beanstalk. That is kind of nice to take out up the beanstalk. I think Pick Your Poison could be pretty fantastic. I'm almost tempted to completely trim Tyrranax Rex if they're playing those leyline bindings for 1 mana, easily able to pay the ward for. Maybe the Spelunker. Yeah, I'll trim the Spelunker. That could be the flex spot, I guess. Haven't quite decided, but it just kind of helps in general. Switch it out for that Pick Your Poison against Rakdos Vampires, or, well, this deck. Well, we get them. At least we have a bit of enchantment destruction. That is going to be a fantastic hand. Hopefully Up the Beanstalk sticks around. I might wait just to see. Oh, 3 Castle Garenbrigs. Huh.
Unforgivable.
Your own Up the Beanstalk. Well, that's actually pretty decent. Fine. Good. Each opponent sacrifices an enchantment. I'll take it. They only draw 1. And that is fantastic stuff. Beautiful, really. Oh, okay, not so much. Well, I don't like that. Yeah, we'll see what Commune gets. I was thinking of going my own Up the Beanstalk, which we aren't able to. Just extra wacky, seeing 3 Castle Garenbrigs and no other lands in the top quarter of the deck. That is certainly an uncommon occurrence. Okay. All 4 Castle Garenbrigs in more than in a third of the deck. Was that's absolutely nuts. Really, I should have played Up the Beanstalk first if I draw Sunken right now. Okay, phew, I don't. But if I had drawn Sunken right then, I would have wanted that to be my land for the turn. Would have been a little bit better. Okay. Portable Hole, that's pretty good. We can get rid of Portable Hole with Pick Your Poison. That is their only artifact, so I think that's definitely what I need to be doing. Yeah, and we get a draw as well. That's pretty decent. Hopefully it's a Sunken. Something, some land, any land at this point. Wacky. Oh my goodness. Well, there is a small chance this could happen, and it certainly is. Past, I don't know, pretty soon we'll be halfway through the deck, and the only lands in the top half of the deck were the 4 castles. Ooh. The chances of that happening are pretty rare. Elish Norn. Oh, Kenrith. Also not so great. And another. Well, this is awkward. I would like to do the math to see how improbable this is. Oh my goodness. How improbable this is, because it certainly feels like that would be the case. Nothing much you can do at this point. I have had quite a few crazy matches today, come to think of it. That's going to be... Ooh. Well, we're not winning this one. Kenrith, the Returned King, gonna give him haste and all that good stuff. Not happening. Come to think of it, though, Blast Zone could be kind of devastating if we could get it to 4 charge counters, popping it to take out Fires of Invention and Enigmatic Incarnation. You know what? That might be pretty darn nice. We're gonna do that. Trim 3 of those pick your poisons, and you know, it could take out a couple up the beanstalks, something like that. That might be nice. Or they're big creatures. They have a bunch of creatures that have a mana value of 5. When they sacrifice one of their Fires of Invention, Elesh Norn gone, Kenrith gone, both of them gone with a Blast Zone. Extra nice. Not so much with that hand, but pretty good. We're keeping that, absolutely. Send Ghalta to the bottom for sure. But that's going to be our best bet. Maybe could have tried one more, but when you have something that starts off with Sunken Citadel and Castle Garenbrig, even though there's no Sylvan Scrying up the beanstalk, commune with dinosaurs to dig or find what you need, I think that's perfectly reasonable. A perfectly decent chance of making something good happen. Carnage Tyrant next turn would be ideal. Probably a land that enters tapped, unfortunately. Darn. Or not. Or not. It's go time. Alright. If I had Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant, 100% I'd play that. If I had it in my hand, I should say. Play Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant. Next turn coming up, I would have gone Ulvenwald Hydra to grab a second Sunken and put it out, and then just oh, that's not gonna save you. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm just gonna play another Carnage Tyrant. That seems to be the best bet at the moment. Keep up the aggression that they can't do anything. They can't steal it, can't kill it. They could sweep, but that's gonna be all right. I love it when, yeah, that there you go. There you go. Phew. A little bit tense. I would have expected to see a Commune or a Sylvan quite early on, but it paid off. Worth the risk right there. Okay, what's it going to be? Probably not another 5-color Fires of Invention enchantment deck. Hopefully Azorius Control, which I had a pretty fantastic match against today, this afternoon. I had one land in the top 15, or might have been the top 20. Very, very painful the first game against them. I took them down fantastically in game 2, and then it just didn't come together. They escaped with a sliver of health in game 3, unfortunately. Good evening. Hopefully all is well with you, and hopefully all is well with everybody watching right now. Later on, it might not be for this opponent, because when I see a hand with 2 Sunken Citadels, I only have to see the Castle Garenbrig or the Sylvan Scrying that grabs the Castle Garenbrig, and I'm making 6, 7 really with Commercial District, or a Commune to dig to grab Castle. 12-ish things that would get me to it. I kind of like up the beanstalk. I maybe could have sent it to the bottom, but I have 2 Sunken Citadel. Boros Heroic. That is going to be problematic. Culling Ritual is going to be pretty nice, but I must admit it has been interesting. I've faced Boros Heroic twice today. Recorded that video this afternoon, and yeah, is something up. I'm going to have to see if they placed pretty high. I mean, at the Pro Tour they were good, but I would have expected maybe people picked up on potentially good decks a little bit quicker. At the very least, we're only at 16, so we do have a fighting chance, especially if we draw Castle Garenbrig. Not yet, not yet. Maybe next turn, play the Ulvenwald Hydra and then Ghalta Stampede Tyrant the turn after that. Reckless Impulse, not too bad. Not too bad. Ooh, oh, that's painful. Where's the Commune when you need it? All is not lost, absolutely. Okay, so it's Boros Pia Nalar, casting stuff from Exile, Thopter tokens. 100% that Culling Ritual is going to decimate them. Not so much. I mean, technically, if we draw a castle next turn, maybe we're not dead. I'm pretty sure we're dead with the Soulscar Mage, the Swift Spear. 1, 2, 7. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, nuts. I just wish I could see if I was going to draw that Castle Garenbrig next turn. Alright, Culling Ritual, and mostly I would imagine that's pretty much an auto win. Basically, all their creatures are super small, a mana value 2 or less, smoke their entire field, and I think there's a very good chance that I might even make 8 mana. I did that once today with a Culling Ritual. Boom. Sweep everybody, 8 mana for Ghalta, play that, dead. Done. Spelunker. Maybe I'd keep it in if it had reach. They have a little bit of flying creatures, but nah. Culling Rituals, that's the way to go. The best thing I have in my sideboard. Maybe Blast Zone would be nice. A lot of creatures for 1 or 2. Okay. That's not quite going to cut it. That definitely will cut it. Yeah. I mean, I have all the mana I could possibly need. Now the question becomes, do I want Ghalta to the bottom? It'd be Sunken Citadel and then Forest on turn 2, Sylvan Scrying. Yeah, we'll do that. I imagine they have some amount of removal, get lost, that sort of thing. Could be a very real possibility. Might as well put Ghalta to the bottom, something they can target, because they can't target Carnage Tyrant. Oh, and well, that is lovely. It's just nice that I'm going to be getting Carnage Tyrant on turn 4. Up the Beanstalk on turn 3, even though I didn't play it on turn 2. I don't have too many turn 3 plays, so going with it now is perfectly fine, as long as it enters before I play the first big thing. You don't have to, but turn 2 or turn 3, up the Beanstalk, lovely stuff. Is it going to be fast enough? Of course, that is the question. It's not Boros Heroic, so we definitely have a better possibility, that's for sure. I haven't... I've watched Forged in Fire. Where the blacksmiths and stuff. Yes. Okay. Here goes nothing. Hopefully they don't pop off too bad. At least I am playing Tyrranax Rex next turn. Yeah. It will cut. Or it will kill. It will kill. However he pronounces it. Your hand, it will cut. Kill, cut. Yeah, I know that guy. But I'm not dead yet. I basically would... Oh, they're not attacking. Okay. Would they kill me next turn? Probably. Oh, it would. Dinos. It will kill. I can get another Sunken to make... Nah. We're just going Cavern of Souls, Tyrranax Rex. 2 bodies. It's going to be our best chance. Hope to draw land that enables Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn. And then we wait. Would I save myself? Possibly. If anything is going to save me, it's going to be two big creatures like this. Boy. It's going to be close for sure with those Thopters from... Yeah. Okay, 2 wins. 7. Yeah. Oh, they stopped me with Castle Garenbrig. That's painful, actually. That will probably do the trick. And they have enough Thopters, basically. Oh my goodness, where's that culling ritual when you need it? Culling ritual certainly would have done the trick. Yeah, we're not winning that one. Nuts. I'm sure we're not winning this one. They don't need to do anything else. We are tapped out. Hey, that's how it goes. I could mulligan a bit for that culling ritual, but you can't mulligan forever. Darn. Oh, shoot. Alpine Moon, though. Interesting. I wouldn't really expect to see it, but it came down at the absolutely perfect time for that opponent. If I could have just barely saved myself, maybe they would have attacked with everything. They weren't too scared. Could have got him with Ghalta or just the Tyrranax Rex next turn. An overwhelming amount of trampling, hasty damage. Garcia Educator. Azorius Control, let's do it. That's a perfect hand. Absolutely. We got a Sunken, we got a land that is a forest with the Underground Mortuary there. Well, let's see what it is. I feel like sending it to the bottom. Oh, excuse me. I'd rather maybe draw a land at this point. I should be playing up the beanstalk. But the first... Yeah, we'll go up the beanstalk. The first Rakdos Vampires of the night. It's got to be Sylvan Scrying, really. Just to get the Castle Garenbrig and grab something. Turn Sylvan Scrying into a land which can't be thought seized. We'll see if it is Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord, the classic turn 3 Vein Ripper. Not super duper expensive. Well, I guess some of them. Yeah. And that's why you use Sylvan Scrying, but pineapples, bananas. Bananas are pretty darn cheap at the moment, depending where you go, of course, but try to always eat a lot of bananas. Don't need commercial district. I'd rather keep the Tyrranax Rexes. Hopefully a Carnage Tyrant or something for 6 next turn. Beautiful. But definitely like both T-Rexes. I did take 3 from discarding a land, but I think it was worth it at this point. They haven't been super duper aggressive, and it might not be Rakdos Vampires. Just regular stuff. Shieldred is going to be fairly problematic, but hey, we got a big body. Carnage Tyrant can block Shieldred. Maybe we won't go down. I would think so. With Denna the Bugbear Blood Tithe Harvester, we would have to block Shieldred, and I would get the job done right there. Oh, that's okay. Not too bad. I mean, we're basically dead at this point. There really is nothing different the opponent has to do. I can't kill them. They attack with everything. I have to block with Shieldred. Or I have to block Shieldred. Take her out. Do it. Oh, interesting. Huh. That's very interesting. Now that we got Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant. Doesn't really matter at this point. We're dead next turn. 100%, but close. Close. Keep it the same. I still like keeping up the Beanstalk against potentially a Shieldred, because we get it down nice and early, draw a few cards, and even if I take a little bit of life loss at a critical point, it can make all the difference. Sometimes it can kill me and spell my doom, but I think in some cases, even with the Shieldred out, I lose 2 life, 4 life, maybe even 6 life over a couple turns. I'm barely scraping by, I'm almost dead, and it just makes all the difference. Keep the Spelunker? I think I'll keep the Spelunker. That could be some nice card draw. Card draw that isn't card draw. Exploring, grabbing a bunch of lands off the top, potentially, and then just putting creatures into the graveyard that I don't need and digging for that one very nice creature. Oh, that is a perfect hand. I didn't even have to think about it. It's literally perfect. It could not get better. We're looking at 7 mana to start, 5 lands. Oh, and the up, like it is, okay, now it's a bit of overkill with the Cavern of Souls, unfortunately.
Dang! Oh!
But it is perfect. It was perfect. Thought seized, who cares? Regular. Oh my goodness, you're giving me another sunken. Wow, your chances have definitely sunken. Certainly saved the Jadelight Spelunker, sink a ton of mana into it. I could have played it for X as 1, but that's not enough. I want the card draw from up the Beanstalk. I'm going to have to hope that they don't have a Shieldred's Edict. But if you're looking for a game to go well, this is going to go well. My goodness, flooded. Completely. It's got to be Carnage Tyrant. Maybe I could go Jadelight Spelunker to save the Carnage Tyrant against a potential sacrifice person. Could be a possibility. They might fatal push the Spelunker and then Shieldred's Edict to make me sacrifice Carnage Tyrant. But at the very least, if they only have Liliana of the Veil, playing the Spelunker right there, maybe saved it. Saved Carnage Tyrant. Okay. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Oh, well, that's still pretty decent. Draw some stuff, get my source of red for Regisaur Alpha here. Could play Ghalta Primal Hunger. I was getting kind of excited. Would have been nice to basically kill him this turn. Hit him with Carnage Tyrant. See what they do. I've got lots of lovely blockers. It would be nice to take out at least one creature. The Bone Crusher into Underdog. Good, good. This is exactly what I was hoping for. 2 of their things down. Love it. Maybe double block to take out Shieldred. Regisaur Alpha plus somebody else. We'll see. Don't think they're going to do that though. Invoke Despair is certainly kind of rough. Attack me. Do it. Do it, you know. Well, it doesn't matter. They're dead. Good. Good. That's what it's all about. Yeah, it would have been nice to draw another card along with Palani's Hatch, or maybe drawing another Dinosaur. If anything's going to smack them, it's going to be this. See you later. Really, they helped me a little bit, but I don't think it mattered. Phew. Oh, exactly lethal.
This is a load of barnacles.
That was the one. I meant to press the Rambo one. It's right beside the barnacles.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Right. Jump into the next one right away. Nothing much to think about. Just hope to repeat that.
Get him a body bag! Yeah!
Yeah, basically going to get him a body bag. Again, a hand that is almost perfect. So, 2 Ghalta Stampede Tyrants. I don't know, I'm excited. It's just lovely knowing it's not that particular deck. Sylvan Scrying to grab the other Sunken. The other Sunken's going to be our land for turn 3. Castle Garenbrig on turn 4. We can make 7. Sunken Citadel next turn, plus up the Beanstalk, hopefully. Crossing your fingers. And we're off to the races. A Carnage Tyrant, Palani's Hatcher. Any creature would be nice. And eventually we will get to Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant, so keep that in mind. It might just be Jadelight Spelunker for X's 6 on turn 4. Draw a card, have a big creature, and set up for Ghalta. Ooh, oh, wow. Wow. That's going to be nice. Ooh, and a Commune. I love it. Not the most aggressive start, the craziest start from the opponent. Hopefully it's not Sheoldred. Ooh. Hey, that's good. That's why you have, or you want to have 4 Ghalta Stampede Tyrants, because sometimes you're going to have 2 and then there's nothing the opponent can do. They could have 2 Thoughtseizes, and another Graveyard Trespasser is a little bit rough. I think we should be able to survive long enough to get Ghalta down. We got the Spelunker. That's going to do something. I have to think. Would I want to go Commune and then Spelunker? Perhaps. Nah, we'll just do X's 6. I like it. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Good. All right. I would imagine they have removal for the Spelunker, but we're at 9. I think we're safe. If they don't have removal for the Spelunker, that is pretty fantastic stuff. 7 for a 7/7, draw a card, and we got Commercial District as well, which was also the icing on the cake. And they're dead. Good stuff. I love it. That's how you get them. Maybe. I guess they could get a Fatal Push. Well, too late. See you later. Or they could have played Overgrown Tomb. Oh my goodness. Oh, Carnage Tyrant. Oh, see? What did I tell you? You just have to live. You just have to not die until the opponent does. Oh, either you win or you don't. Let's go. Man, that was good. A little bit close. It's lovely to have a thrilling example, a few thrilling examples like that a night at least. All right, what's it going to be? Hopefully, it's finally that Azorius control. Got to be coming up. Let's do it. I just love going down to 1 or 3, but right to that final point. Oh man, I would have been a little bit scared, being at traditional Rakdos Midrange. If they had 2 mana, maybe they could have stomped me. I was at 3, so I was out of range of stomp, but taking the 2 from the Overgrown Tomb, having it enter untapped, a little scary. A bit. Oh, excuse me. Locust Killer Wes. I think it's going to be something black related. Probably. This hand though, lovely. Okay. Well, it's a little unfortunate. Fantastic that I have a Sunken Citadel and Commercial District. At least I should be going with a Commune. And Sylvan Scrying. Well, we're keeping that on top. Commune with Dinosaurs to start next turn. I'll see if I can grab a Castle Garenbrig, and I'll use that as my land for the turn. It'll enter untapped, and potentially I'll go with another Commune. No, that's not the case. Overgrown Tomb could enter untapped. Possibly. Sunken Citadel has to, so we'll go with that. See what this Commune gets. Again, very, very important. If it is Castle, because now, what do? We play Castle, Sylvan Scrying to grab the second Sunken. I would always grab Castle Garenbrig if I haven't seen it, but now that I had it first with the Commune, then you do that, and that's the best. That's exactly how you want to do it. Lovely setup for basically death next turn. If they don't have a Thought Seize, if they have a counter spell, really it is going to be quite painful. Should have. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they just die. Huh. That's why the deck is good. You're dead. Good game. Yeah. Oh, you thought you were gonna live. You're not. Boom. Oh, you played Shieldred. It's such a good card. Not to this. Oh.
You won! You did it! Ruthless aggression!
Okay. Yeah, man. I guess they saw my hand. Either way. Good. Do I want to do anything different? Is it just Demir control? Something like that? Maybe. Nothing here specifically would help too much. I'll keep it like that. But definitely very key that I found that Castle Garenbrig, and it was my land for the turn, and then I got the second Sunken. It was very, very important to do that. The first hand was kind of decent, but that sealed the deal. Knowing what it is, something very controlling. I'm just going to send Ulvenwald Hydra to the bottom. I could see a counter spell in the mixture, and basically at this point I have all the lands I need, all the mana I need. Eventually, with Sylvan Scrying, it's going to grab the second Sunken, plus Castle is 6, Cavern, boom. But Phoenix, Grixis, well, it's got to be Sylvan, 100%. Sadly, I don't have a... Although technically, it could be a forest. Something that is a forest. Nah, I'm just gonna go Sunken Citadel. 100%. We'll see if I draw land that enters untapped next turn. But we should be mostly safe, I would imagine. Yeah. They only have one Arclight Phoenix in the graveyard. And they're not getting... Oh, 2. Okay. That's getting a little bit scary. In the realm of being scary. Yeah, if only that Cavern of Souls was a land that was a forest type, that would be absolutely ideal. Okay, the Spelunker's not too bad. We'll play that next turn and see what we can make happen. Maybe I draw a forest. That will be pretty good. Or I just go Sylvan Scrying to grab some land that is a forest to help the eventual Castle Garenbrig. I'll do that. Sylvan Scrying can only grab lands. Commune with Dinosaurs could grab a land or a dinosaur. So this should be quite a bit better for us. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, you can do it. I mean, I do like get to the graveyard. I do like a commune, but that's one less thing that this commune has to go through. As long as we see Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, we would basically kill him next turn. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. 3 Phoenixes. Ooh. It's been a long time since I've seen 3 Phoenixes. 3, 6. Okay, 9. That's painful. That's not Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Where are you at? Really, I need the most bodies at this point. Wow. Reach. Palani's Hatcher can only block one thing. The hardest to deal with thing. Or I can just go Jadelight Spelunker for 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty sure it's 8. No, 7. Okay. We'll get there. Alright. I would imagine we're dead. There's a very slim possibility that we're not. Into the graveyard. Draw cards. Into the graveyard. Where's Ghalta Stampede Tyrant? Just keep digging. Nope, don't need that. My goodness, it's got to be somewhere here. Whoa. That was pretty crazy. Nah, I don't need a Carnage Tyrant. Where the heck is it? 36. I'm almost halfway through the deck and no Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Unfortunate. And that will do the trick. Painful. Just kind of unfortunate. I kind of like the Hornet Queen. I've liked it quite a bit against, well, not just Izzet Phoenix. Sometimes the creatures in Phoenix can be quite big, but Hornet Queen, all those Death Touchers, lovely to buy myself time. It will scare away the opponent, and I really need to buy time in some cases, and Hornet Queen definitely does that, and that hand will do it. Oops. I was wanting a forest the previous game. What was it with that Cavern of Souls? Not a forest. That's a forest. We're looking at 7 mana. With the 2 Sunkens, the castle that Sylvan is going to grab. Hopefully, it's not Thoughtseized away. But I could see another Sylvan Scrying or castle itself, or Commune digs, and grabs the castle. It's a very real possibility. If they don't Thoughtseize away Sylvan Scrying, 100%. It's over. Okay, good. You might lose because of that. Well, the forest instead. I might as well not take 2 if I don't have to. The only thing that would make this a little bit better is up the Beanstalk, even though they do have the possibility of Shieldred. Okay, one Phoenix, not too bad. And they don't have a Ledger Shredder early as well. So I'm quite happy with that. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, thumbs up, let's do it. We will eventually be able to play it, so that's quite nice. They better be digging for that Thoughtseize. It doesn't really matter too much at this point. Although I would imagine they can probably play 3 spells that cost 1. Getting that Arclight Phoenix, 3 damage, not anything I'm worried about at this point. Ooh. I'm almost tempted to go up the Beanstalk. Nah, we're just going to go Carnage Tyrant. We're going to see what that draws out from the opponent. Next turn we could go Ghalta, so maybe they have a spell, Liliana or Shieldred's Edict. Draw that out. Some way to make me sacrifice somebody. But they mostly have 1 turn left until they're dead. Treasure cruise it up. You'll be cruising to losing. Ah. Ooh. Aw, shucks, that's a good card. See you later. Good. Hasty. Oh, and Zopandrel. An icing on the cake. That's how you do it. 1 turn. Absolute death. Peace. Oh, deadly. Deadly. Doesn't matter if you're at full health. Doesn't matter if you're at 41. If they were at 41, I still would have got the job done. Man. Okay. It's going good tonight. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. But the mulliganing, I think that's the big thing. Just, if it's not quite good, it could work out with a Sunken Citadel, 2 communes, but mulliganing a little bit more, because it could have that hand with a Sunken Citadel, a Castle Garenbrig, and a Sylvan Scrying right there. That would be 6 green. The Sunken, the Castle, you'd use a Sylvan Scrying on turn 3 after they both untap, and then you'd search for a Sunken, have that be your land for the turn, and still with those 3 lands on turn 4, even if you didn't draw a 4th one, it would be pretty good. Kind of like this hand could be. I'm gonna try it. I could see a Commune or a Sylvan Scrying or an Up the Beanstalk sometime down the line. If I see a Sylvan Scrying, we're looking good. Although I am a little bit worried about
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
sometimes you just draw the exact land. It doesn't happen all the time, but and well, I would imagine there's a counterspell in the midst. We're going to test the waters. We're going to see if they will spend some of their mana on their turn. Potentially, I'm going to have a window where Sylvan Scrying is safe to cast, but I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Maybe this is Quintorius something? Maybe it goes off, hopefully. Cross your fingers. Oh boy. No. I guess not. Not so bad. It's not the end of the world. I still gotta play that. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. 6, 7. Yeah, good old Sunken. Could have grabbed a land that entered tapped, because Cavern always enters untapped. Maybe could have grabbed another Castle Garenbrig, but they got something up their sleeve. They must. I bet. I don't know, it's hard to tell exactly. Question becomes, do I want to try for Palani's Hatcher? It's going to be Ghalta next turn. Yeah, we'll just do that. I'd rather have Palani's Hatcher and Regisaur Alpha enter at the same time, just to devastate them the best. Have as many creatures with haste and I don't know. It's an Izzet combo deck, red and blue, trying to do something. something that I don't know what it is. I was just checking I couldn't play up the Beanstalk and still play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. That would have been pretty sweet. Now they're dead. Unless they have removal for Regisaur and Palani's Hatcher. Yeah. Oh, surprise. I like attacking with the egg. Send a message. There you go.
You have no power here.
Ooh, man. But the biggest question is, we didn't see anything noteworthy, particularly noteworthy, so that makes me scared that whatever it is they could do, it's big and it's powerful. Maybe. Would anything help me in this particular matchup? That is the question. Pick your poison, maybe. Ornithqueen. I sense Culling Ritual. Could be nice to... No. We're not doing that. I was thinking Culling Ritual to take out their tokens, creature tokens, clue tokens, treasure tokens, because I think they're going to sacrifice this. This might be Indomitable Creativity, sacrificing a creature or an artifact and searching their library for the next creature exiling cards until they find it. The only creatures in the deck tend to be big stuff, the only possible hit for creativity, and it's good, usually. But that hand, not so much. One sunken, not going to cut it. I can work with that. Send the Spelunker to the bottom. That's probably the least good thing. 2 Commune with Dinosaurs does make me feel quite positive, though. A commercial district might as well. I think that's quite reasonable to play next turn. It always enters tapped, might as well do it. Oh, I already have a Cavern of Souls. I'm okay with that. We'll see if we actually draw out a counter spell playing this first Commune. They have 2 on tap, so it's going to give us a bit of information, and it's going to give us a fantastic land. Now they just have to hope Commune with Dinosaurs doesn't hit Castle Garenbrig next turn. Sunken's going to be the land, I would imagine, probably. Hopefully we get Carnage Tyrant. There you go. Fantastic. Watch out. It's got to be regular Azorius not Azorius control. Izzet control. Huh. Odd. Well, I'll just do the best thing they can. Doesn't matter their counter spells, their removal, bouncing. Divide by 0, though. Good. We know they don't have a divide by 0. They would have used it in that case, because Mindsplice apparatus. Okay. I have faced this before. At the beginning of their upkeep, they put an oil counter on it. Instant and sorcery spells they cast cost 1 less for each oil counter on Mindsplice apparatus. It's very scary stuff. They have spells likely that proliferate, so it puts another oil counter on this and they stack it, and their instant and sorceries, well, they don't cost much. They don't cost a lot. It's got to be Dinosaur, though. I want to try and Regisaur Alpha? No, I want to try for Ulvenwald Hydra. I would imagine there is a counter spell, but if there isn't, I want the final land that I... the final land that I need to go Ghalta next turn. But they could also be saving divide by 0 for Ghalta. Oh boy, that is something to keep in mind. I'll go with another Cavern of Souls. Not that I think they're going to do any land destruction, but just by chance. Just by chance they have counter spells. Ooh, another Mindsplice apparatus is not good. So their instant sorceries, a total, cost 3 less. Something bad is about to happen. They're going to take extra turns again and again and again. Alrund's Epiphany could be a very real possibility. Maybe not. Oh, okay. Nice. Now I just replay everything and you die. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ooh, ooh, ouch, deadly. Oh, I love it, man. Hey, perfectly fine. If you want to send everything back to my hand and I'm about to dump everything that was in my hand, well, now my hand just got bigger and better and even more devastating. Ruthless aggression, that was actually quite hilarious. Huh. Tends to do the trick. Nice that I know it will do the trick facing just about anything. Oh, you've gained 20 life. You're still dead that turn. Maybe. In a lot of cases, I would imagine. Probably dead. Two more coming up. Yeah, maybe no blast zone. Bonder's Enclave, just for a little bit more card draw, but I don't exactly need it. I think it's going to be something very specific. Nothing in particular is super duper scary that I'm facing all the time, again and again. Even Rakdos Vampire is kind of, well, it doesn't happen too much. That hand happens to be perfect. We're looking at 7 mana. Once we grab that Sunken Citadel with Sylvan Scrying, now it is going to be quite iffy. Do I like the Spelunker? Possibly. You know what, the Spelunker is quite nice. We could go the Spelunker the turn before Tyrranax Rex if we haven't seen some other nice thing. But Angels, I would imagine we do go down to Angels, unfortunately. Now, might as well just go Sylvan Scrying. Again, save that Commune with Dinosaurs to eventually down the line maybe dig for a dinosaur. Use Sylvan for lands. Try to not use Commune for lands. But, you know, if you're desperate to dig to find something nice. But Selesnya Angels is, yeah, it's going to be problematic. Pick your poison. Probably going to be try and pick your poison. I imagine that would be pretty decent. I'll go with Commune. Spelunker next turn. Or Carnage. Maybe Carnage Tyrant. Really, I just want Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant coming up at some point here. Ooh, okay. Well, that's still pretty decent. I would imagine a Collected Company is coming up. They do have the mana for it, so we could basically be dead. Pretty much there's not a whole lot we can do at this point. Other than game 2. Pick your poison. Culling Ritual doesn't do too much, I think, because a lot of their Angels have a mana value of 3 and Culling Ritual only hitting stuff with a mana value 2 or less. It's not super impactful. But okay, yeah. No, you can't win them all. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. And there probably wouldn't be much I could do in game 1 anyways against that deck. But actually, Hornet Queen, come to think of it, all their stuff is flying. Basically, all their stuff is flying. So, a Death Touch, that makes a lot of sense. Wait and wait and wait. If it buys me time until I have an overwhelming force, because I don't care too much about their life total, especially with Tyrranax Rex. Toxic is fantastic. That might do the trick. And Ulvenwald Hydra having reach. Just kind of, well, it does help in some cases. Not only against Angels. Smuggler's Copter. there has been times where Ulvenwald Hydra has helped me against that pesky vehicle. Trim the Spelunker. I mean, certainly Tyrranax Rex with that toxic has to be. Maybe. Nah, I think Hornet Queen is going to do the trick. Hornet Queen, 5 creatures, it could possibly take out 5 of theirs. It's going to be pretty slow. Pick your poison. That's going to be rough. We would have to see it basically on turn 2 or turn 3 to take out the 1-key Angel, and it might slow them down. That hand, though, perfectly reasonable. Even though I don't have 2 untapped on turn 2 with 2 Castle Garenbrigs. It's worth the risk, and definitely just became infinitely better. Getting Sunken for the turn, which means Sylvan Scrying next turn grabs a second Sunken, and maybe their chances have Sunken. If I draw a land that enters untapped, if it is a forest, I mean, that would be ideal. But at the very least, I get to play Carnage Tyrant. That's nice. Oh boy. Well, I was hoping it wasn't Righteous Valkyrie. Wow, what? Okay, well, we don't need a forest, absolutely. We got the lovely Carnage Tyrant, and then next turn, if we get a creature with haste, they are dead. There you go. But at the very least, I get Hornet Queen down. Plus Tyrranax Rex. I don't think things should get out of control this turn. Collected Company, the hits could be quite deadly, but my damage is going to be deadly. We're not dead yet. It's going to be painful. Swing with the Righteous Valkyrie. Oh, shoot. Oh, darn. Man, that's a lot of life. I don't like that. But I like what is about to happen. If anything's going to help, it is going to be this. They're basically never attacking ever again, because, well, yeah, no. Phew. I bought myself time, as exactly I was hoping to buy myself time. Take out things. I think that's our best bet at this point. I have to start chipping away. Get that Tyrranax Rex dealing damage. I hope that, well, that's going to save us, at least in the air for a bit, I would imagine. Maybe temporary lockdown, that could be a very real possibility, but I would imagine it's basically all creatures, because they want to maximize the hits from Collected Company. Usually that's the case. Get lost, doesn't matter. Your chances are getting lost. That's alright, we still... Hey, they're not attacking. That's the main thing. It's actually kind of funny. The life total is getting painfully high. We'll start exploring, though. Zopandrel would be quite helpful. There you go. Fantastic stuff. Getting another Tyrranax Rex. That is exactly what I need. Yeah, an Underground Mortuary. See what's on. I don't need an Overgrown Hydra. I really kind of want another Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Okay, yeah. I like that. I guess we'll keep it like that. They would have to block with at least 2 things. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I can get myself out of it, just because... Well, they're getting rid of Up the Beanstalk. That's no fun. Just because their creatures are so big and angels and whatnot, it is problematic. But we have to start taking out some of their stuff. One, I guess, tokens. No, we gotta wait for one guy, one Zopandrel, to double the Tyrranax Rexes that I have, and then they'll be big enough. Too big, potentially. That's what I'm aiming for at this point. Who knows? Play another collected company or something. Somewhere in the mixture. Oh, shucks. You took out one of the 10 flying Death Touchers. That's really hurting my chances. I'm surprised they didn't take out a Tyrranax Rex. They could have paid the ward 4. Interesting. Huh. No Ulvenwald Hydras. Where is Ghalta? Stampede Tyrant or up the Beanstalk? Something like that. Don't need Sylvan Scrying. Okay. Really wish it would have used something other than Commercial District. It should have used Castle Garenbrig, and then we could have played Palani's Hatcher, but nah. Unfortunately not. Zopandrel, you can do it. Good buddy. It's coming up eventually. Hopefully they continue to stay flooded. Oh, Commune with Dinosaurs. That could get you know who. Ghalta. Oh, and we didn't pass up a Zopandrel. Another Tyrranax Rex actually is quite hilarious. Yeah, I like that. Okay, Zopandrel, where are you at? 4 cards on the bottom. We're almost at halfway through the deck, and we haven't seen Zopandrel quite yet, but we're getting there. Oh boy. Oh boy, we got Zopandrel. Zopandrel. Go time. That's what it's all about. Pay 2 green, sacrifice 2 of the... Yes, do it. Dead. You're dead. Oh, baby. That's what it's all about. Ruthless aggression. You can't let... Oh, hopefully. It's our best bet. Maybe I should have counted. I don't know. That's pretty good. We'll see. They basically have to block completely Tyrranax Rex. That's 40, 32, 70, 72. 72 damage. You have to mostly block 72 damage, which should take out most of their... Yeah, okay, fine by me. Fine by me. A bunch of your stuff is going away. Resplendent Angel, though. Lifelink, all that stuff. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Oh, it still doesn't matter, huh? They didn't account for the toxic. See you later, buddy. Yeah. Make them bigger. The 3 Tyrranax Rexes are unblocked. They're dead to poison. People always forget about the poison. I hope. Maybe not. Nice. We did it. Oh, you're still dead. Buddy. Oh. I don't even know what to press for that one.
Yes.
Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean does it. Hey, I found the way out. Eventually, we'd get the way out. What did I say? Hornet Queen to buy time. It bought time until I found the thing to double all the Tyrranax Rexes with the toxic. Doesn't matter what the life total is at. That's where it's at. I'm certainly keeping it the same. I'm not going to be trimming Hornet Queen, that's for sure. Yeah. Ooh. We aren't going to be winning with that, though. Or that. Okay, it's going a little bit downhill, but that was a pretty darn fantastic recovery, you must admit. Okay, well, there we go. Finally found it. Ulvenwald. Technically could be nice. Ulvenwald and 1 Sylvan Scrying. We've got 2 Sunkens. tap the Sylvan to grab the Castle Garenbrig. And that's nice, that's nice. And Cavern of Souls, I get to dig potentially next turn for the Castle Garenbrig, but hopefully it's a forest type land. You know what, I'll go with Sunken Citadel. Next turn, our land for the turn will be Castle, and that will enter tapped. And then Cavern of Souls as the fourth land. We'll be able to make 7. We'll get that Hornet Queen down. Ooh, deadly. This is how you want to sequence it. If you don't have a forest out. But if you have a forest, you had a turn 1 commercial district or a forest itself, or the Overgrown Tomb, you'd be good. Hopefully. Maybe not. We'll see. We did it the previous game, and maybe we'll do it here. Hopefully I get a few Hornet Queens. That's a lot of life. That's pretty painful stuff. I mean, I could possibly kill him-ish next turn. Well, I get to drop Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant, which is nice. Hopefully I draw another Hornet Queen. That really is nice. Ulvenwald Hydra would be pretty good too. Ooh, the life total. It's not fun. I almost need 2 Zopandrels to punch through. They can't attack this turn. Oh, I don't know what they're doing. That does not make sense at all. Well, I guess the Righteous Valkyrie into use. Okay, that would. So we need another Hornet Queen to win next turn. We did not get another Hornet Queen. Close, but no cigar. Man, that would have been a pretty cool recovery. I almost did it again. Hey, quite a fantastic match indeed. Maybe one more. Yeah, maybe I'll leave it there for tonight. I might try practicing a little bit for Age of Empires, get down a build order with the Japanese, that sort of thing, but take a bite out of that like button if you haven't already. Join the Discord, all those links in the description, and I'll see you next time. Have a good rest of your time zone. Hopefully you guys dominate and destroy if you're using this deck or whatever deck. It's all about having a good time, and I certainly have a good time with this. All right, peace. See you later.